Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pillars of Eternity 2. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today as we drink a little bit of water that is weird. Or not water, I don't know what it is. You dip your bare hands into the pool and drink what doesn't slip between your fingers. The liquid flares with heat on your tongue and burns your throat going down. I am very good at this. Very, very good. Can I drink it again? I can't. It's bad. Oh, no. The bog gas stinks of rotten meat. So she got burned. She got a serious burn. Yeah. Anyway, we are in a place full of people who are really, really defensive of their place. They also seem to have... Oh, no. Sigil of Pain. I need that thing down. Oh, this is all sorts of awful. Very low armor, so we might be able to bring the Sigil of Pain down. There's some of these sigils that are just super nasty. I'm gonna need to move you a little bit. Super nasty and will cause damage. Pestilent Aura. Okay, did you take damage? You didn't take damage. No, we did take damage, just didn't take enough damage. Let's try this again. We can do this. Let's get Penumbra up in here, paralyzing everybody. Because she's very good at that. Oh, she's very good at that. Can you go up? Oh, she's immobilized. That's not great. Can I try this again? Yeah. Some of them got paralyzed. These ones did not. Specifically the Bipera, which is bad. It is awful. Oh, that thing. You didn't break it. You jerk. You didn't break that. Seriously? I don't have infestation of maggots then. Can you move? Hopefully you can. Yes, you can. I don't know why she got paralyzed.
Looks like I'm...
Hi! Hello. Why are you... Oh, there we go. We killed it. Why are you attacking her? She can't defend. Okay, she's still casting it. That's good. That's good. The stun might work. Are you not immune to anything? Because I thought you were. Do we have a mission? No, we do not. Not for Bipera, anyway. Hi, who's there? A bog witch. That's kind of bad. I know it sounds fun and joyful and amazing.
I hear you.
It is not. It is bad. We got Takeo over here doing some thunder. Always doing some thunder. Apart from the fact that he's not... Is he silenced right now or something? He's frightened. That's not great. So, Maya, can we do your thing? No? Okay, let's shoot that thing then. It's got deep wounds going in. Okay. How about... Can you really not do anything? That's gonna last forever, that frightened thingy. Okay, let's do lay on hands on Ishiza if you can.
Too slow.
Good stuff. Let's do that one and do dire thingy. A beeper to transform into a monster. That is bad. Okay, let's do... Are you doing it? Please do it. She's just gonna die. Reduced healing. That's not great. Let's try and do this. Especially back here. She's still alive, which is super surprising. Come on, be fast about it. She's still alive. Oh, Deeper is almost dead. That could be good. I doubt it will be good. Oh, I didn't kill it. Okay. We could get a dragon in here. Let's go and get a dragon. What kind of, what thing did... Oh, Ishiza didn't die with that. That's super surprising. Ishiza's still up. The bog witch is... There's two bog witches. That's not great. That is the opposite of great. Might be able to do something over here. Can you... The heck? Why... Okay, do that. Sure. Let's do some moonwells if we can, which we can't. Let's do... Oh, this one is nice. Yeah, absolutely. Go for it. Be fast about it, because she's definitely gonna get himself into trouble. Let's see. Can I control the dragon with more? We have a knockdown. Did you kill it? No. You're gonna need to kill that one, though. I think you did kill... Okay, there's people getting stunned on our side, including our healer. That's all bad news. That's all very bad news. I'm gonna need some proper stuff in here. but I can't activate the things that I want to activate. These will definitely hurt. Should probably pay attention to that one back there. Oh, we got our healer back. Okay, get me something here. Come on. Ishii is back up. That's really nice. And we're gonna need another one of those to get another one of those. No, don't do it like that. Do it like this. That's good. I think,
This does not
Where's
work.
Ishii?
Maya, shut up. You don't need Ishii. You are just gonna die if you don't stop taking damage. I don't know why she's taking damage. She just keeps going down. Good thing is, she does tremendous amounts of damage. Also, I can cast another one of these, which is really nice as well.
Nothing I can do.
Speak freely.
Okay, and that's a kill. Fantastic. Whoa. She just destroys things. Maya is so phenomenal. That's why I like having rangers. I say rangers, but really no ranged combatants be DPS based. Although it's nice to have other things. I suppose crowd control can definitely be a thing, especially against mages. I prefer DPS. It's just easy to control. It's just like a turret thing and tanks are at the front. That's I can't be alone in that. We have a Cauldron Shard, which is a thing that adds corrode armor rating. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's a neck thing. Okay. All damage from acid or poison attacks has a 20% chance to be converted into 20% health for the wearer. Which basically means 20% health for the wearer. What is 20% health for the wearer? That doesn't make sense. I mean, it makes sense, but it doesn't really, because you would say every point of damage from acid or poison, not all damage from acid or poison. Because then you sort of need every instance of the because you need all damage. What does all damage mean? Every point or every instance? Because if it's every instance of acid damage or poison damage, because it's not even every attack. It's every. I don't understand. For 20% health. So if you take 5 attacks, 5 instances, or in the even better hypotheses, 5 hit points of damage from acid or poison. If you roll 20% 5 times in a row, rather, you get your health fully recovered. There you go, and +1 Constitution to boot, +5 or something. No, I don't understand. I don't like that. I don't like it. Do you have anything interesting in here? Maybe petrification and things. We could have things that are interesting in there. Let's take all of that.
You were saying?
So what is going on in here? The body on the table is dotted with a butcher's schematic, like a hog before carving. Are they cannibals again? Did we just...
Hey, you over here.
I'm here. I'm over here. Did we just unwittingly destroy a cannibal thing? Again? The many faces of Barath, yes. Yes, we did. If they like Barath. Encoded notes. And we decipher them. These notes are written in an intricate code that makes them impossible to read without the key. Only someone with a prodigious knowledge of history or the alchemical arts or an aptitude for code breaking would be able to decipher them. It's kind of very convenient that it's... well, yeah. These notes are written in a strange code. You have no idea what they say. What did I miss? I wonder what check I need for that. Encryption is really easy. It's like, yeah, like if you write the word Maya and you add one letter or like in the alphabet to every letter and you just go NB what's after I? J? Yeah. NBJE or B, rather NBJB, and that's Maya. That's a very bad encryption. But if you just say use code names, for example, and you don't like you just say the rat. It's instead of Maya's rat. The other person either has a cipher, not a cipher, I guess, but it would be a code name book or something. Yeah, that's impossible to decipher because it's just using code names. That's also encryption to a large extent, even though it's very simple and easy to understand. But just because it's easy to understand doesn't mean it's not encryption. I'm gonna unlock this using the witch's key.
Feels good to stretch my legs, Akira.
Does it? Don't stretch your legs too far. I need to talk to you. Oh, once it goes over there to check on things. Also, look at the blight that we are emitting and all the fun, good things.
Free once again.
How'd you get captured in the first place?
Bad luck, eh? Always this seems to happen to me. First pirates, now witches. Oh, for what? A salve recipe? It is madness.
A salve recipe? Do you know what the witches were brewing in that cauldron over there?
Huh. What potion requires bat bile, cat blood, and dandelion fluff? Even I'm not crazy enough to touch it, I say.
That doesn't sound very dangerous. Dandelion fluff, that's just edible. Cat blood, I mean, yeah, you need to kill a cat. I mean, maybe you don't need to kill a cat, but still, it's not like cats are poison. Bat bile, though, can be a little bit, you know, poisonous and bad for you, I suppose. Bile is kind of nasty. Can be nasty. It depends on the animal. Probably terribly nasty for bats. I suppose that makes sense. So you're not leaving? I just freed you.
Akira, who do you think collected those ingredients for the witches? Me, Tamawatua. They are mine as much as anyone's, I say. I will take some time to study this island, I think. Strange things grow among its weeds, and they will need names. And if you need supplies before you go, Tama will sell you what he can find. Akira.
He dips his head in graceful acknowledgement. What do you have for sale?
You take a look, eh?
I do indeed. What do you have for sale? Potion of insubstantial form. 20% incoming crits converted to hits. 25%, it's 20, 25, not 20. Incoming grazes converted to misses. 25% hits converted to grazes. Why did you order them like that? Anyway, it's pretty interesting. How long does it last? 31.5 seconds. Plus 5% per level. That's kind of nice. I bet I can get it elsewhere. The Unguent of Animalism. Nah, that sounds better on paper than it is. Thieves Putty. Nah. Nothing. I mean, it's a lot of ingredients. Don't get me wrong. Just I don't ever craft, which is not ever crafting is definitely one of the best ways to collect to have ingredients at any one time when you need to craft because you found that one dragon fight in the game. Not that there's only one dragon in the game. Fortunately, you haven't seen any, and I would be okay with there not being any. But when you do find that fight and you're like, dang it, this Arctic dragon is the worst thing, then you can craft because you haven't crafted. Stop it there, don't smoke. The cauldron nestled in the center of the witch's hut is filled with a foul, bubbling brew. A hulking cauldron squats at the center of the witch's hut, I know that. Arcane symbols are etched across its surface in precise lines. Though clearly enchanted to serve some larger purpose, you're unsure what that is. Should I ask him for a reward? I'm gonna ask him for a reward.
Once again.
Yeah, about my reward.
Yeah, the witch's notes. I will translate them for you as a show of thanks, Akira.
Thank you. I'll be on my way.
Thank you again, my friend. You ever need a salve or potion, you come to Tama, huh? I will see you right.
Thank you. You're very kind, I suppose. Maybe. You did get cat's blood, so I don't know what kind of person you are. To create a draught of greater strength, a blend of flame and ruby make. For one who seeks vitality, a mix of stone and pearl they need. To grant oneself a careful step, a brew of wind and emerald prep. If cleverness one lacks in spades, for flame and sapphire one needs must trade. No, if you don't have meter, I'm not gonna read it. You need meter. You need meter. Unless you're singing, in which case you can make the meter work. Not all the time, but mostly you can. Because singing is the great salvation of bad poets. Not that people who write for lyrics are bad poets. I just mean that if you're a bad poet, you can just make it a song. It's better. It's better that way. I promise you. I should know, because I'm a bad poet myself. That's true, actually. Anyway, but I do like meter, so... This is... Oh, dang it. I forgot his name. Cat's Blood. I was gonna name it after the guy, but yeah. Why is that marked like that? And also that confirms the fact that this island, well, we can definitely name islands that are not, well, this island might be on the maps. Because I think, actually, southeast of Nekataka. Okay. Okay. It's good. It's around Tikawara. So it's around over there. It's good. It's good. Oh, there's a slaver over there that needs to die. Also, it's got a name, so maybe it's a slaver that needs to die twice on account of having a name, which means that it's important. Then the other account is being a slaver, which means that he needs to die. It's pretty straightforward. And we have the Junk Island. What is it? The Jungvik Island. I added a little bit of a Nordic J. The Nordic J. Sounds like a superhero's name. What exactly is that in there? Can I not get it? Is that endgame stuff? Rune powder. Rune powder. That's a different thing. Let's go in. We knew this. We knew of this place before. Jungvik. Huh. It's not here. Doesn't mean that we didn't know about it. It just means that it's not present in any text for the quests. You stumble upon an ancient shipwreck. Its sails hang, boy, from the main mast like cobwebs, shredded by cannon fire in vicious wind. The ship's hull is cracked and bow? Sure, but there may... Is that really an adjective? I didn't know. Anyway, but there may be something inside worth salvaging. And I get a bunch of fire kelp, which is nice. It's really nice, actually. Repair supplies, which are not as nice, but sure. Flint and tinder. I have like 5 million. And that's that, basically. This is pretty good. Just trying to get my morale back up. Because I've been a bad captain. Or commander. Or admiral? No, it's not admiral. That would be the boss of a fleet. I think, maybe?
I said no, Tatok. The drowned barrows are closed.
I don't like that. What is that? An elderly dwarf folds her arms, her disapproving frown warping the tattoos that encircle her face.
If you want to join your son, you can offer yourself to Nemnok next season.
I love the second option, but what's going on?
An outlander.
Tatok goes starry-eyed with awe, but a hard look from Anik silences him.
This is Drunvik business, none of yours.
She turns her nose up at you.
Our elders crossed the land bridge to protect their children. You disgrace their memory, feeding our young to the mountain Anik.
Interesting. The sacrifices don't seem to be wanted by everybody. The auburn-bearded dwarf waves towards an imposing peak on the horizon, its cliff face shaped like a leering skull.
Nemnok will release my son, or perish.
Tatok utters the words in a hate-filled whisper that causes Anik to hiss through her teeth. What happened to your son?
Kali sacrificed himself for the good of the tribe, right, Tatok?
I lived a full life in the shadow of the barrows. Kali deserves the same.
If you reject Nemnok's accord, then you are truly lost. May Kali find peace in the embrace of the Mighty One.
Anik grits her teeth and marches across the settlement, turning her gaze to linger on the distant outline of the mountain. I will remind you,
On Nemnok.
delicious viewer, I will remind you that this character is the same that murdered an entire tribe of Glanfathans. Air Glanfathans? I think that's how it's said. Because they did blood sacrifice. I don't remember if it was willing, but I'm pretty sure some of it was willing. Some part of it, anyway. People offer themselves up as a blood sacrifice to Gallowayne, I think it was. Maybe? Anyway, Jungvik is how it's pronounced. So not Nordic, which is good. Because the Nordic J is really more of a question of accent than a question of being a different letter. It's just it's just how it is, as far as I can tell. Anyway, we got an orphan dog, and now we have Nalvi. Nalvi, oh, she's a good one, isn't she? While Nalvi is following your party around, you receive a bonus to resolve, and party members receive a reduced penalty to recovery from their armor. That's not... She's good, but not that good. Okay, got some things in there, so don't mind me if I steal all the things. Muttering in prayer, the tattooed chieftain scoops palmfuls of sand into a stout mound. She leans forward and blows on the mound hard enough to scatter it to the breeze. A smile spreads across her face as the breeze carries due north.
I offer amends for the slight of Tatok, Great One. A gift of breath and wind for his wasted words.
She opens her arms and calls out to the northern horizon. Finally, she dusts off her palms and turns to you.
Speak up, unless you're just resting your sea legs.
She raises an eyebrow and nods. I'm gonna study her face tattoos, and hopefully I'll do it immediately, because it's really weird if I don't. The ink outlines a complex maze from her jaw to her brow. You get a little dizzy just from peering closer. Anik smiles as she takes note of your interest.
When I was born, the Holy Woman told my mother these markings would bring me luck. So far, they bring only more questions. But is that not the nature of faith?
She chuckles to herself. Not if you take it from the origin of the word in English, it isn't. Because the word comes from knowledge. Actually, certainty. I think it's better translated as certainty. The original word. I think, is it from Greek? No, the original word is not Greek, but is it, did we get it as the English speakers from there? Because it's really close to the English, to the word in Portuguese, which is just fé. Just fé. So it's kind of like fé, without the th at the end. But it's still the same origin anyway. Because yeah, it's unquestioning certainty. That's the point. Anyway, what's the tribe of boreal dwarves doing in the Deadfire? I didn't know they were boreal dwarves. Boreal dwarves are there's two types of dwarves, or maybe there are three. I know there's two. There's the mountain dwarves and there's the boreal dwarves, and I don't know if there's another one, but still, that's what they are.
Thriving, my outlander friend.
Her lips part, showing strong teeth.
The elders of my youth told stories of those who crossed the sea by a great land bridge. Now, I tell them to my children. The gods opened a path for us, and we trudged forward, spurred by inviting whispers carried over the horizon.
She nods towards the mountain in the north.
We followed prophecy until we found mighty Nemnok, who gives us safety, security, and a future.
She lets out a breath and smiles. This is, right. Okay, this Nemnok. What was that argument about?
Kali joined mighty Nemnok in the Drowned Barrows, against the wishes of his infidel father.
Anik folds her arms and glances over your shoulder.
Nemnok does Kali great honor. Tatok is a fool to think otherwise.
So, what's a Nemnok?
Nemnok is the god of this island and patron of our tribe.
Anik crosses her arms and over her chest.
Nemnok gives life and safety to all Junvik. To feed the barrows with sacrifice is to feed our prosperity.
Why did Nemnok take your tribesmen?
It is not for me to question the will of a god, nor is it any business of yours.
She furrows her brow and pins you with a warning glance. So yeah, you can see that the writers also have the notion of unquestioning certainty being the underpinnings of faith, because that's basically what she's doing. In all of this, though, specifically in regards to my options, it just feels this might be. I'm not a big fan of introducing varied. Well, I'm not a big fan of introducing underground is probably not the word, but I'm going to use it. Underground religions in a setting like this, in a way that in real life or in our own world, I mean, would be justifiably. You know, these people have the right to believe whatever they want, right? In the real world, they would have the right to believe whatever they want. Human sacrifices are a different thing, though. I will murder them all if I need to. I've already gone over that. Although maybe I definitely wouldn't do that in real life, though, because murdering everybody is a bad thing. Human sacrifices or not, I would ask somebody else to do that for me. Anyway, what I mean is, these people can believe whatever they want. It's not really, it's not my business. It's not my character's business. And just drawing parallels to real life just adds to that. The problem here is, and that's why I don't like it as much in settings like these, this world has very established, widespread religions and gods that are definitely true and definitely exist. And it's super not okay to say what the first game says, and this game will say it again, and it has said it as well, but the first game says the gods are not real, and that is false. And it says it in a very when you get the twist, which is a twist that I failed to get because I just fixated so hard on the gods are not real thing. But the twist is that the gods were created by the Air-Glanfathans. No, not the Air-Glanfathans, the Aedirans names. But yeah, so that's a twist. But the game takes it as, oh, they're not real. And I just have so many things to be. I will ramble when this game does that again. And I've rambled already in the past. This is a long Let's Play. We know how it goes. The problem is, her god probably isn't real, unless it's like Glanfathans, or not Glanfathans, but unless it's like that god that I mentioned just now, the god of the hunt. I sometimes remember his name, sometimes I don't. Their name, actually, it's a weird mixture of creatures. We've met them in a dream. It's the god of the hunt, anyway. But the point is, the unquestioningness is, and specifically faith, I guess. It has its place in a world like this, especially because people are not fully aware. Back in the Deerwood, people were not fully aware of the will of the gods, one way or the other. And certainly here in the Deadfire, where they even have different names and have different traditions and all that sort of stuff, that just adds to the confusion. So it's definitely okay for people to have the unquestioning faith and dedication. But for me as a player, it doesn't work on the same level as it would in real life, because oh, you don't like questioning, do you? Well, I'm gonna question for you, and there's nothing you can do unless you can attack me. But well, you saw what I did to that other thing.
Cully was blessed to be taken. May we all be as clever and beloved as he.
May we? But next episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Pillars of Eternity 2. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.